Hello everyone, this is Serious Trivia. Welcome back to another episode of our Assassin's Creed Mirage Let's Play. So last time we checked the judge, and this time we're going to check out the poet. So we're going to run across town. It's not too far. We're all within around the city. We just can't get through the palace directly. I mean, we could. It would just cause a mess.
Fighting with the Amir of Barda back in 38. Got a spear in the back.
It's blocking a lot of the areas, but we should be fine. We have a historical codex right above here. Let's snatch it. Animals at court. In addition to many human residents, the Caliphal court was home to numerous animals coming from every corner of the empire and featuring in public as well as private settings. They symbolized Caliphal power and generosity. Enthralled ambassadors were received in the capital by silk-clad elephants, while shining thoroughbred horses were ridden by the Khalifa in his public appearances. Zabayada, the wife of Khalifa Harun al-Rashid, even had a pet monkey, which she dressed as a general, but no animal feature as heavily at court as the hunting falcons of the Caliphal falconry ground. Since antiquities, falcons being linked to gods and kings in Persian culture, which influenced the Abbasid court. Through their graceful flight and deadly efficiency, they were associated with various heavenly beings protecting good and resisting evil. Seeing them on the eve of battle or using their feather on weapons was thought to bring supernatural protection. Training them was therefore a way of harnessing divine help and cultivating legitimacy. Caliphals also used falcons to hunt as well as in public demonstrations of skill. They devoted large resources to their acquisition and maintenance. Elaborate hunting expeditions provided full-time employment to a vast group of organizers, trainers, veterinarians, and assistants working under the supervision of the Al-Bazar, Master Falconer, one of the main officers of the court. Professional catchers who picked up eggs and chicks in their nests, as well as merchants dealing in sporting birds from all over the world, also profited from this costly habit. Falcons even featured in poems and training guides. One of the most famous guide, Khalib al-Muntaqawili, was written for Khalifa al-Muntaqawwal himself, an avid falconer. And we have a bronze Ewar here. You can see all the animals down below, which is why we have this here. Anything else close by that's heavily guarded? I'm sure we'll be back in the future. And we're going this way.
Fighting with you. Hey, for your sins.
We accidentally got onto the wall. No biggie. We'll outrun everyone. And also pick up the last artifact here. The problem is, the artifact's usually located or near the harem, and thus
They
the
say
concubine.
The harem is home to hundreds, secluded and kept from sight of men. This place, they say no man may enter the harem unless he is a eunuch, or the Khalifa himself. I am neither, so this could be interesting.
This is the harem building. We're not doing this one yet, because I think the concubine is the one who is behind all this. Eunuchs were castrated men who enjoyed powerful positions at the Abbasid court and other Islamic courts of the Caliphal age. Although they were enslaved, they served their rulers in many capacities as elite court administrators, educators, treasurers, messengers, bodyguard, and military commanders. They also supervised the creation of luxury goods, such as this ivory-carved casket. But one of their most significant duties would be to ensuring the security and management of the harem. Consequently, they were collaborated with powerful women of the court. Aside from the Abbasids, and before them the Umayyads, many other courts have used eunuchs throughout history, especially those of the Tang China, Byzantine, and Caesarean Persia. In all cases, the justification for their employment was that being childless and far from their own families and native lands, eunuchs had no other ties to compromise their loyalty to the Khalifa and the elites they served. Their status as castrated males meant they were not subjects of restriction on interacting with women, unlike uncastrated male. Therefore, they had freedom to interact with both men and women in the court and to move in any space, especially in and out of the harem. As such, eunuchs could serve as messengers and political operators, serving as a link between the private and public spaces of the caliphal life. They were also often relied upon in politically sensitive situations, transmitting news of the ruler's health or even death outside of the harem and commanding armies in civil wars and rebellions. Finally, eunuchs could be important members of the court factions, especially those involving Khalifa's mother and mothers of the Khalifa's children. This could have dire consequences that end up on the losing side. Simple system. Now, we need to get in there eventually. Wonder if we're gonna have to... I mean, there's no way we can cosplay as eunuch. We have the beard. It's not gonna fly by. Alright, we can pickpocket now, but there's 2 guards usually near the one with the artifact, so there we go. Gotta wait till our wanted is expired. Grab this last one here. That's not the one. That is the one. We should make a trip in the future. I think we have every single one of the artifacts.
What beautiful homes.
Definitely this building has a guard in it. We just need to lock on our target.
What beautiful homes. Far different from the slums of Anbar. The home of the poetess. Adoring fans. They are very well armed if so. Let us hope she is home.
You will not bar me from my guests. This is my house.
Bought with my generosity.
Bought by my genius.
For tokens, favors, and personal dedications, you may find Sayyida Arib in the garden after her recital. Good day.
You must be her patron. It is an honor, Sayyidi. If I may, I seek a private audience with the poetess.
Do you?
I have been moved beyond words by her words. Symmetry of sky and sea. I only wish to express my sincere admiration.
Pretty words. Nearly as pretty as hers, and just as false. We both know what mask she wears, don't we?
Mask, Sayyidi.
Enough, Sayyidi. I know what you are, and I know why you've come. You think I haven't seen you skulking in the shadows. She's no longer party to your plots, your secret meetings, your foolish nicknames. I have scrubbed her clean of them.
For I have set a watch on her door. My men dog her recitals. Every letter she's had of you I have shredded or sent back.
Sent back?
You will find them piled at the Postal Bureau. Burn them. Bury them. Do what you will. You can choke on them for all I care.
So maybe she was part of the plot.
Foolish nicknames, secret meetings.
Should we snatch that? Oh, that's inside the palace. Never mind. Alright, post office still
Foolish
pretty far away.
nicknames, secret meetings.
And we'll lock in the post office.
The patron may have thought me a member of the Order of the Ancients. The piles of letters at the Postal Bureau may reveal more.
We have 4
Let
points.
us see what mask you wear, poetess.
We don't really use focus. And now for upgrades. Right, all sorts of focus boosts. But let's get emergency aim. And then we're nearly there. 7 more points to get everything.
Survey the area, Enkidu.
It doesn't look guarded. Or maybe the interior, but definitely not the exterior.
The Postal Bureau. I will do as the Huyun do. Sift through strangers' mail and sniff out conspiracies.
You may not enter this house. I can't make it to the ceremony, by the way.
I'm guessing that's barred.
By the Jami al-Mansour. The Sahib.
Lots of guards. Maybe a sleeping dart here. Given how close together they are. Alright, we play it safe. We kill everyone.
What?
There must be mail here from every corner of the Khilafah. Now to find Arib's.
After all the honey drips from her lips, the Al-Thalab leaves the garden and follows the mouth.
After the honey drips from her lips, a Thalab leaves the garden and follows the mouse. Secret order correspondence? Bad poetry? A bit of both? Harib could be a Thalab.
Could be
the
just...
patron spoke of a recital in the gardens. I could give this letter to Harib and see where the vixen leads me. Please note that your payment of 15 dinars is overdue and must be... No. Silence your song of sin, or I will do it for you. How kind. Moving on. Abu Abdullah is the true Khalifa and will soon reclaim his stolen throne. I will leave this one for the Uyun.
I mean, we already got the
Dearest
one.
Arib, your poetry has touched me deeply. You are my oasis, lush and ya al-qaraf.
Alright, so we got everything. We know what we want here. Let's go back to the recital. Two guys outside that door.
You there! Hold!
I will go to the garden. Give
There's nothing we missed, right?
I will go to the garden. Give Athalab her letter and follow where she goes.
Rage as the ocean, I will sweeten your storms. Scorch as the desert, I will bathe in your. Be you ocean, desert, cobra, dove, all shapes and humors will I embrace. Hello there. Have we met? Come, don't be shy. I rarely bite and I never leave a mark. It seems there's no privacy in the public eye. How came you by that letter? Who put you up to this?
I work in the dark to serve the light.
I've met the men who serve the light. It seems its glare oft leaves them blind. Are your masters so blinkered and bumbling?
You were warned, you son of a dog. Come, Arib. We will set no tongues to wagging here.
Yours is the tongue that will not still itself, even when I beg for silence.
You spurned the counsel of he who raised you, and without whom you would still be nothing.
I raised myself. I authored myself. I have written myself into history. You are banished from my pages. Now be gone.
How can I leave you to wolves such as these? You're a woman alone, unarmed.
Words are weapons enough for me.
Then let us see what defense they offer. Take her.
There is somewhere the Sayyida needs to be, and you are delaying her.
It seems that words can summon shields.
We will need to make this quick.
Meet your god! What the? Hear that crack? Just a trick.
Guess we will just kill everyone.
Arib has left for her secret meeting. I must hurry. The letter commanded Athalab to leave the garden and follow the mouse. Perhaps Arib is not lost to me yet.
But first, singing and poetry. Sometime around 850, an epic showdown took place on the estate of one of Empire's elites, the two most prominent Kina singing girls of the time, Arib al-Mumayniya, our girl, and Shariah, were invited to a musical contest held to determine which one was the best. Both women were born to slavery to aristocratic fathers and mothers who were themselves quite Kaina. Though through their skills, they had obtained wealth, influence, and even their freedom. By the 840s, they had become teachers, training other enslaved women who then performed their popular competitions all around Baghdad. Their duel was therefore a much anticipated event even beyond courtly societies. Members of each school faced off with songs and poems created by their teacher. Each perfectly followed the intricate stylistic rules of the time and covered themes ranging from religious homilies to ribald fleetings. In the end, Arab and Shariah confronted each other in a discussion full of witty repartees. In the decisive moment, the former managed to prove that her younger rival had ripped off some of her melodies from other popular Canaan for Shariah and her elite patron. This was a shattering moment. Arib went on to receive gifts of land, gold, and silk for her victory. This story and dozens other like it was collected in the 10th century Kitab al-Aghani, Book of Songs of Abdul al-Farruja al-Isbanhani, one of the most important medieval Arabic texts. This work shows the importance of poetry and music in Abbasid Empire in a society deeply influenced by oral culture of ancient Arabia and Persia. Producing beautiful poems was indeed one of the best ways to attract the attention of a potential patron and to acquire wealth and fame. All right, let's go find her. Oh, we have a hidden mark.
How far will the fox flee?
Are they guarding a chest? They kind of are. Okay, I know there's a mission. I know I see the donkey, but
I saw you take that! A thief! Thief!
Another crumb to follow. I am growing tired of this chase.
Follow the monk. Really? I like mine.
You should bring him before the Mathalim court.
But he thinks only of my reputation, Sarah. To safeguard success, I must be palatable, discreet. He fears I am too proud.
You? Never.
I write that love is feral and free, unbound by strict hero statute. Should I not practice what I publish?
Practice makes perfect. It also makes enemies.
So be it. But let me choose them. Courtiers, caliphs, patrons, partners. So many men have tried to decide my enemies. And friends. Though Allah knows I once chose poorly.
He hid himself well. And the poet needs patrons. Even one so great as Al-Talab.
Well, I have my pick.
Good. There's troubled times ahead.
I will be fine. I have survived 6 caliphs. I will survive...
6 more.
Don't worry, Sarah. I'll kiss the rings I need to kiss, but I will not be bound again. Not by anyone.
Secret meetings, coded names. There is no trace of the Order here. Still, she has her pick of patrons. Maybe the head of the Order is not Arib herself, but an admirer.
alright, we have solved her case as well.
Let us get a wider view.
Anything near? Oh, we should go to the blacksmith. Is there also a tailor nearby? None that we can see. Another one that doesn't talk? Unfortunate. There's other options. We can go to the main street. It's on the way towards our next objective. And we have a tailor nearby as well.
I'll teach you my shoulder thing.
These three men.
What? Go away.
Hello.
Nice to see you.
What have you got today?
Lots to... A subtle but delightfully deadly enhancement.
Alright, max this one out.
Adept level death dealing. Nothing else?
I'm
Farewell.
good to see.
Nice to see.
Let's
Take a look. One's defense is the best investment.
Alright, this is what we're actually wearing, so good for us. We need to find 2 more upgrades for that
Is
one.
that all for now?
I will.
So long.
Alrighty, so looking at the round city, we have 6 more historical sites, so plenty of those. Lost Book is inside the garden. There's 1 chest inside the garden. The other one, not sure exactly where. We'll come back and do the concubine, as we need to find a way into the harem, and this potentially will expose this, I'm guessing, and that should be everything we need to find the head of the order. Now that both of these struck out, I think she is the one. Makes the most sense since she's struggling with her son, trying to get back the seat of the Khalifa, concubine being involved in these plots. Makes perfect sense. We also need to go back to Darvish. We can turn in all our materials. We also have the pre-release or pre-order bonus mission that we need to tackle here. Although I'm not sure how to approach this yet, but we will finish this up first. We probably won't kill the main guy yet. We'll clean up anything we have outstanding, and then we'll wrap things up from there. So I hope you guys enjoy this one, and see you all next time. Bye!